We have a great show for you.
Many more Closet Factory transformations.
Sit back and enjoy the show.
My name is Bobby Anderson. We're in my wife and I's home, and we're sitting in the living room right now, but we're excited for installation day for the 2 closets we purchased from Closet Factory. We have one going into a Jack and Jill closet that joins our guest room and our son Robert's nursery, and then one going into our master bedroom. My wife and I are both active duty Navy, both helicopter pilots. So definitely have a busy lifestyle. We have our 1-year-old son and a puppy as well. And honestly, any little bit of extra organization we find critical. That's one of the reasons we went down pursuing this project. So we had a rough idea of what we wanted in the closets. We had some parameters that we talked to Tamra about in regards to the things we would be putting in there. For the master bedroom, it really was just clothing, but we did add some accessory items to the design, so things for jewelry and watches, belts, ties, scarves. But really the focus was to maximize the use of the space and fit as much in there as we could. My wife and I both have a lot of clothing, both for work and just normal stuff as well. For our son's closet and the guest room closet, it really is pretty multi-purpose. So given that he's young, his clothing is relatively small, so right now we didn't need a lot of room for clothing. But we knew over the years, as his clothing got bigger and as he accrued more toys and items, we want to be able to kind of grow into the space. So for that one, we again tried to maximize the storage, but also wanted a degree of flexibility to change things from rods to shelves to triple hang to double hang to single hang, depending on what we wanted to put in there.
See here, this is the Jack and Jill closet. They're pretty much mirrored each other on either side, and we have the structure set up. It's all backed. Rods are in place. I'm putting in the shelves and the drawers right now. So this one, all it'll need is some scribe on either end, some wipe down, and then it'll be pretty much done. As you can see right here, we are in the master closet. This is in a decorative laminate called Diva, and it wraps all around. I'm getting ready to install the shelving and the drawers. You'll see at the very top there's space all around. Well, that's going to be enclosed by a 2-piece trim. That's going to look really nice. You'll notice both closets were all backed. One of the nice things about having backing is the fact that not only does it make a more rigid structure, you know, the client won't have to worry about any wall repair. And usually when we come here, there's 99% of the time a pre-existing closet, and we have to rip it out of the wall, you know, and then we'll put our unit up, you know, we'll patch the holes or whatever, but they have to, instead of just hanging up their clothes, they all end up having to touch up paint to the holes or whatnot. This way, you don't even have to do that. It's just, you're ready to go once it's done.
Hey everybody, it's installation day at the Andersons' house, and as much as I always love installation day, today is really cool because we are featuring a brand new color that this is my very first client who has had a project done in this new color called Diva. So I'm eager to get inside and take a look. Mike's the installer, so I know he's doing an excellent job, and we'll go in and see how everything looks. Follow me. Hello, happy installation day.
I'm so excited.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Tamra.
How are you?
Very well. You can see I'm at about the end of our job here. I've just finished putting the crayon on the nail holes. I'm getting ready to apply the caulk and do the edges.
No surprises?
No surprises.
Measurements are perfect?
Measurements were very good.
Touchdown!
Yes.
You know, this is the new Diva color.
I like it. I like how it's
too.
textured as well.
And the edge band. I mean, this is really, really pretty.
Yes, it is. It's really nice.
And cove molding.
Yeah, that's a really nice touch. I like how it goes up to the ceiling too. That's really cool.
Man, this is going to be my new favorite.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad everything is going well. So I'll get out of your way and let you keep on keeping on.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Oh, you're welcome.
Hi, I'm Jacinta with Closet Factory, and I've been with them for 6 years now this summer, and it's been absolutely fabulous. I'm the senior designer now, and I've recently been told that I am the queen of crazy design, I guess now. So I'm always coming up with weird projects that kind of challenge our crew, if you will. And then because we're custom, we get a lot of requests from clients, and I'm not afraid to venture out and try new things. Well, one of the first that comes to mind was with a commercial project, actually. It was a company by the name of Essential Contractors, and they were moving their offices to a new location. And instead of buying freestanding furniture pieces, they wanted some very custom, design pieces for not only their storage, but their desk areas, file cabinets, things of that nature. But they wanted a really cool, modern, eclectic, design. So it was a combination of glass, melamine, a laminate that was metal, and also granite tops. I also have a very practical side, and it's important, for me first and foremost, that whatever I design is going to function, correctly for what the person needs it to do. Because people are coming to us first and foremost for organization. Hence our tagline, the art of organization. So we do want to make sure that, whether it's a closet, whether it's, an office area, I start first with looking at, okay, what is the inventory that's got to be stored in the space? How is the person going to actually be utilizing the space, on a day-to-day basis? So I start there first and begin designing, thinking function. And then after that, I start to add on the aesthetics. So this is a salon, and interestingly enough, I've created something somewhat similar to this on a smaller scale. I had a client who actually had her own business, and it was not so much a salon, but she designed clothing, and she converted her garage, into a space that kind of reminds me a little bit, of this on a smaller scale, because she wanted it to have the cabinets, to store the things that she created, but she also wanted to have space available to meet with clients. So that's immediately what reminded me when I see this, design. It's you're looking at the function part of it, because it's got tons of storage for them to be able to store everything that they need to store, but it's also beautiful. The colors that are chosen, the accessories, the crown molding, everything that you see there. It also creates an atmosphere that, the clients that are coming in there, the people that are coming through there, are going to feel comfortable, are going to be excited about the experience. As a teenager, I did get to spend 3 years in Italy. It was my sophomore year through my senior year. And so I was exposed, to a lot of great art and architecture and things of that nature, while I was in Italy. And I had teachers, both my art teachers as well as our drama teacher, and even I played sports as well. And even our coaches, when we would travel to different places in Italy to play the other dive schools teams, they always incorporated, some type of tour, in the area to visit someplace. And so I began to gain a little bit more appreciation probably than the average, person my age, teenager, for architecture and for art and things of that nature. I went through different stages in my life where, I remember my black stage when I was in college, where like everything in my room painted furniture black, had, black bedding, had black everything with maybe just a few accessories. Whatever I was kind of into or what made me happy, because that's how I feel now. Like even when I walk into my home now, it's got colors, it's got pieces and accessories that would put a smile on my face. I think that's still kind of with me, today. And so even when I go and I'm working with a client, it's important to, once I, find out the function piece and get that right, I find out what's important to them. What makes them happy, what colors do they like, what styles do they like, and recognizing different ways that I can layer and bring that to the design. I happened upon Closet Factory at a Homeorama because I was going to the Homeorama for the purpose of keeping up with the trends, of how homes were being decorated. And I went into a house that had, all these Closet Factory built-ins, there, and there was a designer there that was there to kind of explain it. And that's when I was just like, wow, that's cool. And I just went online and researched. And the more I read on the website about Closet Factory and the career that was available as a designer, that's what made me make the shift and make the change. I think 25 years from now, people are going to expect more, out of the places that they live. And if it doesn't already have, storage that's available, that works for them, they're going to be more, I guess, insistent upon making sure that either they have plans, ahead of time before even getting into the home that they live to make sure that it works for them. And it may affect builders even. From the standpoint of I think we're even starting to see that. I mean, we've had a couple of projects this year, with new construction, where the builder on the front end, began to recognize, okay, there's something here, and then buyers really want, a better storage system, and so instead of going with the norm that they do, they've actually, we've come in. I think Icon has been one of them, and Amana Hoffler, which were whole about buildings from the front end are becoming more, concerned with the design and the storage before people even move in.
More from the archives. Enjoy the Closet Factory Flashback.
I'm Patty Letchworth, and this is going to be my home in about 30 days. It looks like they're going to, finish a couple of days early. I mean, usually that's not the experience I'm having with most of my contractors. It's, it's 3 weeks late, or, or we have to leave and go do this and come back. So if we get finished on time, it will be the first in the project. But I think they're actually going to come back and finish.
Patty, come look at your new closet.
Oh, it's fabulous. It's more than I expected. Oh, Tamra, you did a great job. Thank you so much. It is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Well, with 144-inch ceilings, like we talked about, you needed something majestic to use the space, or it would have looked like a teeny tiny closet in this cavernous room.
I want to open every door and everything right now.
And I want you to open every door, so open. Those are shelves. Now, mind you, things are dusty and everything has been wiped down. by my guys today.
Juan and Nick were in here wiping them down, and I'm thinking to myself, the middle of a construction site. It's just, you know, but I mean, that's just been the way they've dealt with everything from the start. I mean, they have just been meticulous about every detail.
Your shelves are adjustable.
Great.
The shelves inside of your cabinets are adjustable.
You know, when I was telling you when we started this, well, we started 8 months ago.
8 months.
Now I have all the shelves, but my sweaters and everything, they're outside. And so off season, by the time spring rolls around or winter rolls around, you know, everything's dusty and it all has to be cleaned or dried. So that's why this is going to be just wonderful. I can put my sweaters in here, no dust. It's just going to be great.
And your drawers. Same thing
Yeah.
with the drawers. You have 36 drawers.
I'm starting to worry that I'm not going to have enough time to shop to fill them. Or my husband's going to be even more worried about that because I have a lot of clothes, but I don't know if I have enough clothes to fill all this. It's just fabulous. That's
Well,
all.
you had mentioned that you don't have a linen closet
Right,
in the
I
house.
don't.
So
I
some
don't.
of your linens and things can go right in here. Shoe shelves are over here.
Yeah.
And then more shoe shelves under the window. And some of the cabinets are long hang. So you have one rod inside.
Wonderful.
Other cabinets are double hang.
Fabulous.
But either way, they,
Can I adjust them?
yes,
Anytime I want to, I can adjust it up or down.
anytime.
Oh, that's going to be great.
You just reach in, you move the rod,
Uh-huh.
you take the cups, position them exactly where you want them.
And put it back.
So when you get your clothes in here, you may even find that you don't need all this all this long hang.
Right.
You might say, Tamra, I need 2 shelves for the cabinet
Okay.
to the left of the window.
Okay.
I can manufacture them.
Wonderful.
And all of these tall cabinets are the same. They're all designed for hanging.
Uh-huh.
This one here is double hang.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And then the upper cabinets have a rod in each one of them. And you would just use your ladder as you're making your seasonal switch and rotate
bring
your
it down.
clothes.
That'll be great. There's plenty of space to move around.
Yes.
That's great. Tamara, you outdid yourself. It's really nice. It's exactly what I wanted.
We made a good team.
Yeah, we did. And everyone, I mean, you know, Jeff, everybody, you all were just great. I know I had a budget and I had big ideas of what I wanted, and at the beginning it didn't sound like it was going to fit, but it sure did. You all made it work, and I appreciate it. You all have exceeded my expectations. You really have. It's fabulous. Thank you so much, Tamara. This has been a great day. I see something in the building that is complete. It's beautiful. The experience from beginning to end, working with Tamra, working with Jeff, the guys that did the install, it has all been a very positive experience, and I would recommend them to anyone. In fact, soon after I get everything else done, I'm going to see if Tamra will come back and take a look at my laundry room and see what she might be able to do in there. So I would recommend Closet Factory to anyone, and my recommendations, I'm very careful to recommend to friends because you know how that always works out. It never does. But in this case, I'd be happy to recommend Closet Factory, and the crew especially that was here. They were great. The experience that I had with Closet Factory exceeded all of my expectations. It was a great experience, and I would recommend them to anyone.
Robert, here is your new closet.
Nice. Yeah, looks great.
So, we've got this end for the baby, that end for the guests.
Yep.
You've got your triple hang. That way, as he grows older, the rod can just pop out and you can space them for double hang. But
Yep.
for right now, he can use all 3 rods. You've got his bank of drawers, some shelving, and then behind you, that's where his nursery supplies will be, his toys, anything that he's going to be using for the next, decade.
Yep. Yeah.
Then we switch over to the guest side. So because they are, grown, double hang, long hang over here with some shelving here, but they also have their own bank of drawers.
Yep.
It's interchangeable. as you know from earlier. So, any questions about what you're seeing?
No, everything is honestly great.
You want to open and close a couple of drawers just to get the feel for it?
Yeah,
It's smooth, isn't it?
it is, and they close nice and quietly also, which is particularly good with him right next door. I remember picking out all the hardware, and it was great.
So, are you ready to see your master closet?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Okay, Robert, here's your closet.
Nice, the big one.
This is the big one. In the brand new Diva color.
I know, yeah. I remember the change there. I think it was definitely a good one.
I like it too. It's textured. Even the edge bands are textured. I love it. I was so excited to see this.
Yeah, it really turned out great.
It
goes
did.
well with the house, and it's a perfect fit.
So with your drawers in here, you have a jewelry drawer.
Yep.
Yes. And then down here with these drawers, you have the dividers.
Perfect, yeah.
Because the drawers are nice and wide. So this gives you a little bit of structure inside. There you go. You've got shoe storage. Here you have your valet rod.
Yep. And that'll be perfect for getting ready in the morning.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
It really is. Whether you're getting packed for a trip, or if you happen to be getting an outfit ready for tomorrow, or in the military, you need to put pins on uniforms, dry cleaning, damp clothes from being out in the rain, put anything up there. And then when you're all done, you just push it right in.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. And it's good looking too. It's
Yeah.
a nice piece of hardware. We've given you a whole stack of extra pins,
Nice.
shelf pins, because somehow they get lost. I don't know. So back here on the end, we have a scarf rack.
Nice, yep.
Yes, she's going to love that.
Yeah.
And that's in the long hang section. And then next to it, you have more shelving, which can be used for shoes, or it can be used for folded clothes or ball caps, anything like that. Then back here on this wall, you have your double hang.
Yeah, and a lot of it, so that'll be perfect.
Yes, a lot of double hang with the shelf above, goes all the way to the ceiling. It's got that really good looking cove molding, which looks so nice with the style of your home.
Yeah, and it's really seamless, and I feel like it's, it's been part of the closet the whole time.
That's the idea. It's just to be built in as though you bought it this way, but we know better.
Yeah.
We know what the other closet was like.
True.
That's a nice feature. And then down on the end you have tie racks up here.
Yep.
A tie rack.
Nice.
So that just slides right out. You can store them individually, or you can hang multiple ties on a tine. So any questions you see that you have about anything you're seeing?
I don't think so. Yeah, everything turned out just like we designed, and honestly really loved the finish, and that change was perfect.
I think so too. I really think it was for the best.
Yeah.
Well, good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robert, for sharing Dad with me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Tamra. Overall, everything was amazing. Honestly, Closet Factory was great. They hit all of our wickets about notification, planning, scheduling, calls for changes, and then some design input throughout the process. We mentioned the color that we originally picked was discontinued. So Tamra did a great job giving us an alternative and showed us different options that were close to our original selection. And honestly, both my wife and I liked what we ended up with better than our original choice. That worked out really well. We would definitely use Closet Factory again. We honestly shopped around, looked at the different options, and we would not change our mind now that the project's finished.
That was so much fun. I have been with Closet Factory over 14 years now. I'm averaging about 100 new projects a year, and I still get excited on installation day. I still get excited when we have new products. It's just always fun. It's always something different. No 2 days are ever the same. And I love it when my clients are happy. So I can't wait to hear more from them about how the closets are working out for them. I'm sure they're going to spend tonight unpacking boxes. The next time, we'll be working on the bathroom vanity, I believe, and he also said something about a mudroom. So until then, see you next time.